Today's video feature is a detailed discussion about property division in South Carolina divorce cases. Now, since this involves property, there really shouldn't be a lot of emotion involved here other than a few sentimental items. Maybe you had something that you inherited from a beloved grandmother that you want to keep, a special table, a special dining room set, something like that. But almost everything else is simply a division of assets and debt. So as of the date of filing, we take a financial snapshot of the divorcing couple. We look at marital and non-marital assets, and then we also look at marital and non-marital debt. Certainly in short-term marriages, you're going to have more non-marital issues than in longer-term marriages. So I'm going to talk principally about the longer-term marriages. Now, almost everything becomes marital over time. So by the time you divorce after 10 years or longer, almost everything is going to be classified as marital in nature. Now, what I tell everybody is this: the family courts are going to start at 50-50, and they're only going to vary that one way or the other just a few points. So nobody's going to walk away with the farm. You're going to start at 50-50 and adjust ever so slightly to get the job done. If you have a lot of debt and you have a lot of assets, then somebody can take the debt and leave the assets, or take the assets, excuse me. The biggest issue is always going to be the marital home. A lot of folks will buy a home that is large enough for their entire family. It often requires both parties to work, or you have one breadwinner who makes a substantial income. During divorce, one party may not be able to afford it. So what I tell everyone is this: if you really want to keep the house, that's fine, but you have to buy out the equity of your spouse. And also, if the spouse wants to stay, that's probably not realistic, the one who cannot afford it on their own, at least not long term. So sometimes what's really best for everybody, so that everybody kind of starts over with a completely fresh beginning, is to sell the marital home, divide the proceeds, and then both of you have almost an equal share to go out and start something new. Some folks want to get a nice apartment with a pool and tennis courts. Others want to get a smaller house in a neighborhood. It just depends on your preference. But always remember, in property damage, just like George Carlin used to make the joke in the 70s, it's just stuff. So don't become emotionally involved in property. Just get it divided, get it done, and get on to the next chapter in your life. Property issues should be simple, but again, sometimes there is emotion involved. Listen to your lawyer and get the job done. Hope it helps.